Protection Racket, a game of mobsters and racketeering for 2 to 4 players. 1920s Chicago, and rival gangs of mobsters compete for control of the city. In Protection Racket, you take on the role of a mafia boss, sending out mobsters to demand protection money from city businesses. But with rival gangs also vying for control, you might have to make a few sacrifices if you are to keep control of your neighborhood. In a 2-player game, the city is represented by a 3x3 grid of 9 cards, with 12 cards used in a 3 or 4-player game. Each round, a different selection of cards is used. Each player receives 5 mobster meeples which they place in their hideout and a single dollar. The rest of the money is placed in the bank within reach of the players. If a hired muscle site is included in the city, then the blue meeple starts there. On each turn, players deploy mobsters to different sites in the city. If, after deploying mobsters to a site, a player controls that site with a majority of mobsters, then they may take the action on the card. When all players have deployed all the mobsters available to them, then the revenue they earn is calculated. The player with the most money after 3 rounds wins the game. The cards in the city are color-coded for ease of recognition. Blue sites yield revenue. Some of them give a fixed amount of cash at the end of the round. Others yield a variable amount of income depending on specific conditions, or allow mobsters to take money immediately. Green sites allow players to move mobsters that have already been deployed. Red sites allow mob wars to be declared. Mobsters may not be deployed to orange sites, which may affect the cards that are adjacent to them. And some sites allow hired muscle to be recruited. The blue mobster has special rules which vary from game to game. Mob wars can break out any time 2 or more gangs compete for the same space. When a gang sends mobsters to a site already occupied by a rival gang, then they may declare a mob war. Each gang must simultaneously remove 1 mobster, repeating the process until only 1 color remains on the site. So that is Protection Racket, a light filler game which plays out in a series of 3 short rounds. With 50 double-sided cards from which to build a city, new card combinations are revealed in every game, and with 6 different hired muscle cards to recruit from, Protection Racket becomes immensely replayable. With each round requiring players to make 5 tough decisions in just 5 minutes, Protection Racket offers both simple to understand rules and strategic depth. If you would like to know more about Protection Racket, please do get in touch.